are back here at our Spotlight interview booth at the Peak IT conference in Brașov, which turns out to be a very amazing event. And I'm thrilled to be joined here by Ciprian Caprioara, who is kind of like a very experienced developer. They did a lot of development, but he's also passionate about building high-performance teams and also very active in the startup ecosystem. Thank you very much, Ciprian, for joining me here.
Thank you also. Nice to meet you.
Cool. So since you are very accustomed, or you are playing a lot, you are very passionate about the startup ecosystem, let's talk a little bit about startups, because most of the talks that we had here were very, very technical. And I would like to ask you at the beginning, so everybody in almost each talk in this conference, there was this word AI mentioned. So how do you think that this emergence of AI changed, or if it's changed, the startup ecosystem?
Yes, it will change the startup ecosystem from two main perspectives. First of all, there are a lot of projects and ideas that until now were impossible or almost impossible or very hard to achieve, very expensive, which now will be more accessible. There is a race to use the latest technologies that OpenAI, Microsoft and Google are pushing forward and build products and innovate in this area. And another thing is for an entrepreneur, at least at the beginning, he can ideate more with an AI, with a large language model. He can use it to fill the gap in the beginning of not having a copyright, sales, strategy, vision, and so on. So he can use it not only to build the product if he is technical, but also to create documentation, to create the copyright materials. Because if you know what you want to transmit, in which voice, and what's the information that you want to transmit, you can just do a draft, and then with the AI you can iterate through it and do almost professional document or message. And this is in all the areas.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good point, because I think one major challenge for entrepreneurs was that kind of like, okay, you have an idea, you want to build something, but you can't be also the best copywriter, the best marketer, create also visuals. But now with AI, actually, instead of paying a lot of money to marketing agencies, there are a lot of things as entrepreneur that you can do it yourself with the help of AI, even generating visuals, I guess.
Yes, and even with the presentation with PowerPoint, I'm not working so much to make a presentation and make it pretty and so on. So I'm just writing the ideas on each slide.
Okay.
Like a draft, poor grammar, but
yeah.
I'm not careful how I'm expressing myself. It's just I have the intention to make the AI understand what I want to transmit on that slide. And I'm iterating through that. I'm challenging the AI which I'm working. I'm adjusting it. And I get to what I want to achieve faster.
Okay.
But it's not like I want to create a presentation for like in generic, and he will give me the presentation. No, I still need to make the work, at least what I want to transmit, and the AI will help me. So what I'm seeing, it's very important to know what you want to achieve, and how. I mean, if you are able to do it by yourself,
okay,
you will do it faster with the AI. But if you don't know what you want to do or what you want to achieve, most of the time you will get poor advice or superficial advice from the AI.
Yeah. Because you need to also set the correct context for the AI to really give you something valuable, I guess.
Yes, this is also what I see in my teams. I see that juniors, because they don't have the technical language, they are not so excited by the AI, especially in their coding. But middle developers, they have like maybe 10-20%. But I see that seniors are like
really happy with it,
because they really know what to do. They are even changing the way they are writing code. So they are writing code in such a way that tips the AI of what they want to achieve, and the AI
will get better code for them for autocomplete.
Yes, but it's not like a magical tool. If you don't know something about the domain, it will not make you an expert. But if you are already an expert, it will make you faster.
Faster. That's actually, I think, a very good thing, actually, because faster you can deliver value, faster for your customer, for yourself, for your product, and I think that's kind of like that's a huge benefit.
Yeah. And this is also important for what I said in entrepreneurship at the beginning, because you can cover the roles that you don't have, but still you need to learn what those roles means, what is their purpose, what you should do. You should read a little around it. It's not like the AI will fill a knowledge gap, but it will help you if you know what to do. You learn. If you don't have experience, it helps you do it better.
Yeah.
Maybe you do it like a 6 because you are not an expert in copyright.
Yeah.
With AI, you get to 8, but not 10.
Yeah, not 10. You still
not 10. 10 is for real experts.
Real expert.
Yes.
Correct. That's good. Okay, so let's also continue with this idea of startups. And I know that kind of like I'm always very afraid about I don't know, the idea of starting possibly something on my own, because I know the statistics that kind of like 9 out of 10 startups actually failed. So from your experience, obviously there is probably not a clear recipe that if you do this, this, and this, you will be the one that doesn't fail. But from your experience, what do you think would be some key points, some key advice that would at least increase your probability of being the one that doesn't fail?
First of all, you should prepare to fail.
Okay.
So you should be prepared to fail. Most of the time you are pivoting. After you are starting, most of the time you are going to do a lot of mistakes. You should bet on the thing that you are going to do the mistakes. So when you are doing the budgeting, you have to do the way you are spending money. You should bet on the fact that you are going to do mistakes, and you should make sure that you leave room and money and space so you can recover from them. Betting on the happy scenario, I think you have a lot of chances to
fail, to really fail. Okay.
Yes. And it's about failing, and it's about resilience, and it's about how you are going to recover from that, from those mistakes. You need to be careful with the people you are gathering around you, with the partners. And it's hard. It's hard. I underestimate it a lot, like big time.
But in the end, you are happy with the choices that you've made, and you think that it was a good idea, or?
So it depends on what the choice. I mean, I'm not happy with the mistakes I've made. So it's clear. If I would start again, I think I would do other mistakes.
Not those, but others.
Yeah. So. What I'm happy with my choice of partners.
Okay.
My choice of people with whom I'm collaborating. I'm happy that the mistakes that we made didn't prove catastrophic. So we were able to recover. And I think what's important are the decisions that we are taking before doing this initiative. Because for myself, I took a decision to fight all the battles.
Okay.
So, I also had some experience, and I tried to grow a little personally, and I decided that I'm going to take all the battles. I'm going to fight till the end.
Yeah.
And I think this was very important because I didn't accept failure. I always looked, how we can turn this around, what we've learned about this, and let's see how we can integrate what we've learned.
To come back, basically.
Yes,
make a comeback.
Yes, but prepare for failures and work on resilience. At least this is my experience, and
it's actually, I think it was a great share, because you share from your personal journey, from your personal experience, and I think that's highly valuable for me, but I'm sure that for all the audience. So I know that you are very tired because it's the end of the last day and you still have a long road ahead. So once again, a huge thank you from my side for joining us here, for taking the time. I really appreciate that. And it was very nice talking to you. and have a safe travels back home. And maybe we'll catch up later at other events here at
Sure.
or in other cities.